Hi everybody, so today's video is going to be all about the Too Faced lip cremes that launched in spring 2014. I'm very well aware that there are other fabulous colors in the line. However, the spring 2014 line has a little bit of something extra aside from the pop of colors, so we'll get into that in my review. So basically a Too Faced lip creme is a super moisturizing, highly pigmented yet sheer lipsticky lip balm style product. It has the moisturizing enrichments of White Lotus and Power Peptides, and they come of course in this very beautiful luxurious packaging that Too Faced sort of redesigned from their old sort of champagne infused lipsticks. I think that these are a huge step up from those, and I think that they're definitely more designer looking and far more elegant. The color range is extremely diverse. The color ranges are anywhere from nudes to spice to pinks to reds. That's for basically the basic line. What I like about the spring 2014 line is it kicks it up a notch by sort of amplifying their basic color line, so I still feel as though the line really suits all together as a whole. But the actual spring 2014 line is like the line or the colors in the line itself on steroids. Instead of having a basic coral like Juicy Melons, you have an electric coral like Bonbon. What I like about the Too Faced lip creme line as a whole is that I feel like it is very well edited, very well put together, or almost sort of reminds me of the MAC Viva Glam line, but they kept a lot of shades in between. All the colors are sort of melted down into some of the most wearable yet fashionable colors. We have very juicy reds, we have very soft reds, very warm corals. Now the spring 2014 line, as I was saying, has an extra electric pop as well as a bit of a scent to them. So the first color that I'm wearing today is called Taffy, and this is described as a marshmallow nude. This color is an electric version of Marshmallow Bunny. Marshmallow Bunny is described as a marshmallow nudie pink, so this gives you that little pop of something extra. Taffy is probably my most worn color through the spring 2014 line because of its gorgeous wearability, shimmering sort of sheer pinky coverage, and has sort of a buttery, corally, nudie pink kick to it. It's sort of hard, actually, sorry, scratch that, it's very hard to find a pink nude in any line, really. I find a lot more yellow nudes get a little bit more manufactured in any line. It sort of combines the Too Faced lip creme nudes and pinks together to create a lovely versatile taffy color. I think this color is very gorgeous and will look great on many skin tones because it's neither too nude or too pink, and it's got just a tiny little baby pop of coral in there as well. This color in this line is called Jelly Bean. Now I wasn't particularly certain if I wanted to go out and get myself a red color from, or a darker or a red color from the Too Faced lip creme line, simply because I didn't think that these had a lot of durability. So when you're dealing with a high impact color, what do you want? Staying power. So I went out on a limb and tried Jelly Bean, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Wearing this over a very durable red lip liner gives the look of the red lip a little bit of moisture, and it looks very rich. If I could compare this to any color in the line, it would be comparable to Stiletto Red, which is a classic clean red. This one leans a little bit on the cooler side. It's described as a raspberry red. I wouldn't go that far to call it a raspberry red because this doesn't quite lean pink on the lips. It's evidently very red. But if you're looking for one of those reds that really lets your teeth look very vibrant and beautiful and white, this is a red to go to. The next color in this line is Lollipop, and I did actually purchase this color with the knowledge that it was going to be actually quite a sheer purple. I really wanted to dupe it out to Max Violetta, which I get a lot of requests to this day to do a tutorial on, and I haven't really done one simply because I personally just don't use any MAC in my tutorials. What I do like about this color is it does read very fuchsia, very berry, so it fits with the fuchsia berry line as a whole. Aside from that, this color on its own is a very glamorous, beautiful, wearable purple. Do like that it actually does have a little bit of shimmer in it. Shimmer can be a little tricky when you're dealing with nude colors that don't have as high a pigmentation and have to be applied more often, but when you're dealing with something with a little bit more color kick and pigment to it, I think it's perfect because it will stay on and last a little longer with the shimmer in there as well. MAC Violetta doesn't have any shimmer. It's just a clean, lustrous purple. So this is not exactly a dead ringer for it, but it's a dead ringer for it in the tone alone. If I could compare this to any of the other colors in the Too Faced Lip Creme line, it looks just like Sexy Berry, but more violet-y and purple. Bonbon is actually one of my favorite colors in the line. Now, not everybody loves this color on me personally, but I love it, and that's really kind of all that matters. You gotta wear what makes you happy, right? This color to me looks like a sort of a tangerine papaya color. It's described as a papaya pinky color. If I had to compare it to any of the other colors in the Too Faced Lip Creme line, it looks very similar to Juicy Melons. So why buy this one versus Juicy Melons? Well, it's just a much more intense electric coral, and if you really, really want to go for it with no in-betweens, I'd go out and get Bonbon. So here is Bonbon. And here is my lip swatch, and you know, I've done all the looks that I think go with these lipsticks for you. Last color in this line is actually a color that I was actually really excited to get, shockingly enough. I was looking back on some of my older videos, and I used to do a couple, or I did two at least, brown lip tutorial videos, and a lot of people actually really liked it. If you have a green gloss by chance, it actually really brings out the pink in the brown lipstick. It's crazy. But here is Pink Chocolate. And this I showed on Instagram, and I've worn it, I think, in one tutorial so far. I'll link that down below. It was a Valentine's Day look, and it's actually just a really gorgeous sort of a pinky chocolate brown. So its color suits it to a T, really. And if I could compare this to any of the other colors in the line, it looks a lot like Bumbleberry or Teddy Berry. Just very brown and pink, and definitely works to a T in the rest of the Spice line. I did nick this on my birthday night, and look, it's pretty much set itself together. That's how creamy and beautiful these lipsticks are. So if you're somebody like me who's very anal about keeping your lips products or your blushes or your shadows, whatever, in nearly the same factory quality you got them in until you hit pan, then these lipsticks kind of do that. So here is a giganto swatch of all the gorgeous colors, which I have already Instagrammed and Facebooked, and I thought I'd finally give you my thoughts on these. These are added to the Sephora website in the permanent range listed with the rest of the colors, but they may not be on display with the rest of the colors for quite some time. As far as wearing a lip liner with these, if you want longevity where there is sheerness, where there may not be durability, I highly, highly, highly recommend getting the Too Faced Perfect Lips lip liners. These come in nude spice, red, whatever you want, and I only have the pink one, and I find it to be actually quite versatile if worn in a very sheer light amount. If you put this on too heavily, it gets very creamy and starts feathering, so I don't recommend putting a crazy amount of this stuff on. I don't really love these lip liners with any other product besides the Too Faced Lip Cremes. It really helps to have these sort of like creamy products because they sort of love each other. They just soak each other up like Velcro. So that's a huge recommendation. I don't like these lipsticks with the Inglot lip liners that I typically wear. So yeah, so that is my review of the Too Faced Lip Cremes. They do smell a tidbit like candy taffy, something sour to me compared to the rest of the line, so I don't think that they belong in a review with the remainder of the line, but I do think they're a fabulous extension just the same. So yeah, I actually do enjoy that Too Faced has been doing this sort of candy coated theme for quite some time now, and I want to see what else that they come up with. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!